present to an evening of performing arts at Indus International School, sealed with a plethora of music, dance, and drama.
Indeed, it is. Here at Indus, we believe in whole education, which is a fine balance of academics and extracurriculars. Tonight gives us an opportunity to showcase our talents and serves as an immense learning experience for everyone presenting today. I would like to take this moment to especially thank our distinguished guests for setting their phone on mute. We appreciate you leaving all the noise making to us as we promise you a spectacular array of sounds this evening. We would also like to inform you that the YouTube link for the live stream has been shared with the parents via the communication mail.
Every performer today will captivate your senses, leaving you fascinated till the very end. We humbly request the audience to not take photographs. Allow us to capture your hearts and our team of photographers to capture the moment. Sit back and experience this glorious night.
Ladies and gentlemen, we extend a gracious welcome to the splendid array of guests amongst us this evening. We will honor them with plants as a token of our appreciation. We are indeed privileged to have you amongst us. We welcome Lieutenant General Arjun Ray, CEO and Managing Director of the Indus Trust. Mrs. Sarojini Rao, the Principal of Indus International School.
Mrs. Benjamin, an educationist with years of experience in national and international curricula, is one of the key stakeholders responsible for establishing the Indus Trust. We are indeed blessed to have you amongst us, ma'am. He's not there. Wait, watch.
We welcome Mrs. Renu Kalagnanam, the co-chair of the PAC. Your diligent involvement in supporting Indus through effective and constructive feedback has provided a conducive environment for students. We cordially welcome you.
We would like to extend our heartiest welcome to the students of the Matra Foundation for being with us today.
I would now like to pass the mic on to Anisha Roy for the next event.
Before we proceed with the evening's program, it is a tradition to invoke the divine force by lighting the ceremonial lamp. Tamaso ma jyotir gamaya, from darkness lead me to light, to illuminate our paths and to help us achieve our goals. The lighting of the lamp is a tribute to Goddess Saraswati, deity of knowledge and wisdom. The light signifies auspiciousness and purity, which in turn evokes an aura of divinity. In doing so, it dispels darkness from within and around us. May I now request the dignitaries, Lieutenant General Arjun Ray, Mrs. Sarojini Rao, Mrs. Benjamin, and Mrs. Aditi Pant to please do the honors of lighting the lamp so as to illuminate our paths and to help us through the evening.
Call upon Neha Bimal and Riya Bhatnagar to present the song.
High, where knowledge is free, जहाँ भय न रहे तन मन में मेरे, जहाँ मुक्ति से ज्ञान मिले, where the world has not been broken into fragments by walls, where words do come out from the depths of truth. ना हुए तेरी सृष्टि के शब्दों में सजाए बसे, where tireless striving stretches arms towards perfection, when the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the desert of dead habits, जहाँ कोशिश की बाहें परिपूर्णता को ढूंढे, विवेक की धारा ना सूखे कभी, शुष्क प्रथा की मिट्टी में, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, तेरी शक्ति ले जाए मेरे मन को, मेरे भाव करम जहाँ पनपे, उस मुक्ति के स्वर्ग में ले चल प्रभु मेरे, पिता मेरे, love my country, मेरे देश को, love my country, मेरे देश को, जागृति कर।
Thank you for that beautiful rendition.
A successful leader closely resembles an orchestra conductor rather than a skilled soloist. This is because good leadership is about inculcating a shared vision and exhibiting the importance of corroborative teamwork. This evening is a mere representation of the passion our principal, Mrs. Sarojini Rao, instills in us all. We are undeniably privileged to be a part of her vision for excellence and under her dedicated guidance as growing leaders. Mrs. Rao has led all members of both the student and teacher community through a remarkable narrative of success for 7 consecutive years, establishing Indus Bangalore as the #1 international school in India. Please join me in welcoming Mrs. Rao on stage to address the gathering.
General Ray, Mrs. Benjamin, parents, and teachers. It is my pleasure, privilege, and honor to welcome you to this evening. This evening is special to other evenings in the past, of course, because of the performances that you will see, but also because of the nature of guests that we have. To begin with, General Ray, the CEO and Managing Director of the Trust. He is the vision and visionary behind all that we experience. Thank you, sir. Mrs. Benjamin, a founder principal, who has always taken pride in all that the school does and achieves. Thank you, ma'am, for giving us your time. We are also honored to have our PAC co-chair, Mrs. Renu Kalagnanam, our chairperson, Mrs. Anju Agadi could not make it, but I'm glad that Mrs. Kalagnanam could make it this evening. The PAC has strongly cemented our bond with the parents, and in fact, this evening is a tribute to all parents. Thank you so much for believing in us. Now the superstars of the evening. Our friends from Rajasthan. They are from the Manganiar community. We have Lalu, Kheta and Sarwan Khan along with their seniors, Shri Jeta Khan, Savai Khan and Roshan Khan. Manganiar is an exclusive hereditary community of Muslim musicians from Rajasthan who make their living as musical performers. Their music is secular in its roots and is spread across the traditions of India. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our community, our family from Rajasthan. So Vilma, can we have them on stage, please? Another big round of applause. They will be giving a crisp performance this evening and will also engage in a Jugalbandi with our students. Thank you so much. You may be wondering, why are they here? They are not here to entertain us. They are not here to sensitize us. They are here as part of our attempt to integrate folklore into our curriculum in order to draw leadership lessons from it. This performance of the Manganiar community, which you will see in a little while, and many such like performances, help us understand the true meaning of potential. They debunk the thinking that talent is innate. Talent is the ability to excel through the right sort of training and practice. Abilities that they would not otherwise possess. That is very important to note. Through this exposure and integration, we believe we will be able to imbibe principles of building excellence, habit formation, have better understanding of deliberate practice and feedback, actually created magic out of music. Thank you. This evening is actually their evening. Thank you. And every student has been unique in contributing to this journey, thanks to them. And of course, to all the teachers and the staff who have been working with them. I would also like to mention the names of 3 very special people who have made this evening successful. Mrs. Wilma Lewis, our activity coordinator, who has been tirelessly coordinating the entire event for the last 2 months. She has looked into every detail of the show: costume, stage, backdrop, practices, duties, sound and light, and the list goes on. Thank you, Wilma. Thank you so much. You're looking lovely. John, our Director Administration, Mr. Damodar and his team have been working 24/7, not just for this evening, but throughout the year. Thank you, John, for all your support and arrangements. I can't see him anywhere. He must be busy getting things organized. You're there? Good. And now, to the star of the evening, our Vice Principal, Mrs. Aditi Pant. She has been here for many years in the school, but this is her first year as the Vice Principal. And she has displayed leadership which has gone beyond expectations. And it seems to me that she has always been the Vice Principal of the school. She has shown patience, maturity, tenacity. Besides high levels of commitment, Aditi has the ability to nurture and bring out the best in people she's working with, students and teachers. Aditi, you've made me feel like a guest today. Thank you so much. I would like to extend my compliments to all teachers and staff. Thank you once again and enjoy your evening.
Thank you, ma'am, for those inspiring words. Dance is an art form celebrating the graceful and skillful movement of the human body. The rhythm of dance allows one to connect to their inner self. Our invocation dance for the day is a Bharatnatyam Tillana. Tillana is a rhythmic composition in Carnatic music, which follows a series of intricate, brisk movements mimicking that of the cosmic dance of Shiva Tandava. The dance is set on the raga Ananda Bhairavi, an old melodious ragam of Carnatic and Yakshagana music. Presenting to you, Tillana.
Tagadajanu tadirana tanadirana di Nadratani tajam tagadajanu tajam tagadajanu tajam tagadajanu tadirana tanadirana di
Thank you for that elegant and vibrant presentation. We are happy to welcome Mr. Pratik Mantri, the Director of Mantri Developers, and his wife, Ms. Kamakshi Mantri. We are honored to have you amongst us. The CEO and Managing Director of the Indus Trust, Lieutenant General Arjun Ray, is a firm believer in the idea of leadership through aesthetics. He considers the arts to be an essential element of whole education alongside excellence in academics. He believes that music, dance, and theater are the means through which human potential is unlocked. It is his vision that propels the school to focus on the skills and competencies that will prepare us for the VUCA, volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world that lies ahead. We extend a warm welcome to the General and invite him on stage to address the gathering.
Mrs. Rao, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I consider it a great privilege to present to you a prologue of what you're going to witness this evening. A prologue that looks at the philosophy of Indus, a prologue that looks at the future of the world, the future of education, and the future of learning. And I think that's the central theme of what I wish to put across to you before we get busy this evening. For the past millennium, ladies and gentlemen, we have been, rather our education has been focusing on controlling the outer world, the world of nature, the world of money, the world of materialism, the world of resources, of power, of position, of pleasure. But this is all changing now. With the advent of artificial intelligence and machine thinking, there is a cataclysmic change that is happening, a change which many of us are unable to feel, unable to see, despite the writing on the wall. And I think we are waiting for Greek gods, like the god of Janus, to suddenly appear and tell us that the future has already arrived. The advent of the fourth industrial age, an age we are just about a few years into, possibly a decade or two into, is an age which our children are going to live through. And it's an age where many of us as parents and grandparents are going to be witness of possibly the greatest transformation in the history of man. And this change is this shift that is happening from controlling the outer world to understanding the inner world. This is what education is going to be. This is what education has to be. The inner world of happiness, of purpose, of meaning, of emotions, of qualities of the heart and the mind is all about the inner world. And therefore, when we look at this evening's performance, when we look at leadership, leadership at the end of the day is about how you manage your inner world. And ladies and gentlemen, This brings me to the purpose of education at Indus. I think it's very important for me to elucidate this, because this is our capstone philosophy. Most of the schools of the world today are working towards scoring high marks in examination, getting admission in the top colleges and universities, looking at good jobs, looking at good careers over there. But let me tell you, this is all a story of the past. And the sad part is that the biggest lesson history teaches us is that we never learn from history. I say this because, keeping in mind the fourth industrial age and this new world that we have entered, the purpose of education, which we believe in at Indus, is to prepare a child, to enable a child to succeed in a world that is extremely volatile and extremely turbulent. By educating not only the head, but the heart and the mind, which for so many years has been left out in the cold in the educational systems of the world. And this means that we are going to take account of the parameters of this new world that we are living in. This new world where acceleration is hurtling us into a future we do not know. This new world where empathy is not only declining, it is going downhill. Empathy is now moving into 20, 30 sort of digits that we are talking about today. And this world where the speed of change is so high that very few of us have time to pause and reconnect with ourselves, the people we are responsible for, and people who are dear to us. We therefore need a new operative environment. We need a new operative environment for the inner world. We need a new operative environment for education of the heart, the mind, and the head. And we now believe that folk art, folk traditions, our aesthetic culture, rich culture of our country, will form the nucleus of this new operating environment. And this operating environment, the trinity of this operating environment, lies in localism. We all say we must think global and act local. But I wish to submit to you, ladies and gentlemen, we must first act local and then start thinking global. This is not only the message of all the millennials of the world, this is the message and theme of our times. And the second is that we can only love something which we respect. And this is why it's very important for us to find our identity, our cultural identity of who I am, why am I here, and what we are doing. And lastly, of course, as Mrs. Rao mentioned to us, is that the third prong of this trinity is innovation. Innovation is the number one leadership and spiritual competency. It is this competency, as she mentioned to you, that nobody is born talent. Man is born potential. And with the right training, with the right environment, with a positive image about yourself, that I'm the most important person on this planet, and deliberate practice, talent happens. And that is what we're going to see. And lastly, I would like to leave you with a thought that in this new operative environment, an environment which is quite different to the digital environment we are accustomed to, the key aspect of folk traditions and aesthetics is the hand. the power of the hand. I don't know how many of you are aware of the fact that the greatest connections a human body has than any other body part is the hand and the brain. And this is why Mahatma Gandhi, who role modeled spinning and weaving, was not actually for employment. It was not for earning wages. But he wanted to emphasize the point that craft-centric learning is a sustainable and endurable form of education and learning. Because this form of learning is creatively stimulating. It gives dignity to labor. And above all, it creates an individualistic outlook towards life. And with this backdrop, I request you to look at this whole evening not through the eyes of entertainment, but through the heart and mind of what this new world is all about, what our children are all about, and what our responsibilities are all about. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for those thought-provoking words. Hey, Akshi, could you convince your mom about the weekend get-together?
No, Siddharth, I don't think I'll be allowed.
Learn the art of persuasion, Akshi.
What's that?
My specialty. Step 1, puppy face. Step 2, if step 1 doesn't work, cry.
Good tactics. Speaking of persuasion, allow me to call upon our brilliant drama team to present their piece, The Defenseless Creatures. This piece is an adaptation of 2 scenes from The Good Doctor, a play originally composed by Neil Simon. The show aired on Broadway for the first time in 1973 and only closed after an outstanding 208 performances.
That is impressive.
So, let's allow our drama team to explain the strangeness of this phenomenon and hopefully teach you and me something about the art of persuasion. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our drama team presenting to you The Defenseless Creatures.
Is a series of contradictions. We never truly know what to expect from a situation.
The most ridiculous and illogical conversation can achieve much more than a carefully constructed and well thought out dialogue.
Let us then indulge in laughing at, while of course understanding the absurdity of communication through 2 very different situations.
First, we witness the predicament of a young governess who cares for and educates the children of a well-to-do family.
Julia! Julia! Yes, madame? Eyes up. I like to see your eyes when I speak to you. Yes, madame. And how are the children coming along with their mathematics lessons? They're very bright children, madame, especially Vanya. Certainly. I knew it. I excelled in mathematics. He gets that from his mother, wouldn't you say? Oh, yes, madame. Head up. Don't be afraid to look people in the eyes, my dear. If you think of yourself as inferior, that's exactly how they'll treat you.
Yes, madame.
Quiet girl, aren't you? Now then, let's settle our accounts. I imagine you must need the money, although you never asked me for it yourself. We agreed on 30 rubles a month, did we not?
40, ma'am.
No, 30. I made a note of it. I've always paid my governesses 30. Who told you 40?
You did, ma'am.
Impossible. Maybe you thought you heard 40 when I said 30. If you kept your head up, that would never happen. Look at me and I'll say it clearly. 30 rubles a month.
If you say so, ma'am.
Settled. Now then, you've been here 2 months exactly.
2 months and 5 days.
No, 2 months. I made a note of it. 2 months at 30 rubles a month comes to 60 rubles, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Subtract
Thank you, ma'am.
9 Sundays. We did agree to subtract Sundays, didn't we?
No, ma'am.
Don't you recall when I said we will subtract Sundays?
No, ma'am.
Think.
No, ma'am.
You weren't thinking. Your eyes were wandering. Look at me. Do you remember it now?
Yes, ma'am.
I can't hear you, Julia.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. I was sure you'd remember. Plus 3 holidays, correct?
2, ma'am. Christmas and New Year's.
And your birthday. That's 3.
But I worked on my birthday, ma'am.
You did? There was no need to. My governesses never worked on their birthdays.
But I did work, ma'am.
But that's not the question, Julia. We're discussing financial matters. I will, however, only count 2 holidays if you insist. Do you insist?
I did work, ma'am.
Then you do insist.
No, ma'am.
Very well, so we will deduct it. Now, 4 days Kolya was sick and there were no lessons.
But I gave lessons to Vanya.
True. But I engaged you to teach 2 children, not 1.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
7 rubles. Now, 3 days you had a toothache and my husband gave you permission not to work after lunch.
After 4. I worked until 4.
But I have here, did not work after lunch. We have lunch at 1 and are finished at 2, not 4, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
7 rubles. Now, on the 2nd of January, you broke a teacup and a saucer.
Just the saucer, ma'am.
What good is a teacup without a saucer? That's 2 rubles. January 10th, Kolya climbed a tree and tore his jacket. 10 rubles. January 4th, Vanya's shoes were stolen.
By the maid, ma'am.
But you get paid good money to watch over everything. Then January 16th, I gave you 10 rubles.
You didn't.
But I made a note of it. Why would I make a note of it if I didn't give it to you?
I don't know, ma'am.
That is not a satisfactory answer, Julia. Why would I make a note of giving you 10 rubles if I didn't give it to you? Well, then I must have given it to you, mustn't I?
If you say so, ma'am.
Well, certainly I say so. That is the point of this talk, to clear these matters up. So we take away 21 from 47. That leaves 14, correct?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
What's this? Tears? Are you crying? Has something made you upset, Julia?
Yes.
Please tell me. I'm so sensitive to tears. It pains me to see you like this. What is it? Come, tell me. What could it be?
Only once since I've been here have I been given any money, and that was by your husband! On my birthday, he gave me 3 rubles.
Really? There's no note of it in my book. I'll put it down now. Thank you for telling me. Sometimes I'm a little lax with my accounts, always shortchanging myself. So we take away 3 rubles, and that leaves 11. Do you wish to check my figures?
I don't think so, ma'am.
Then we're all settled. Here is your salary for 2 months.
11 rubles. Count it.
It is not necessary, ma'am.
Come, come, let's keep the record straight. Count it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's only 10, ma'am.
Are you sure? Possibly you dropped one.
I didn't drop any, ma'am, I'm quite sure.
Well, it's not here on my desk, and I know I gave you 11 rubles. Look on the floor.
It's all right, ma'am. 10 rubles will do.
Well, keep the 10 for now, and if we don't find it, we'll discuss it next month.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. You're very kind, ma'am. Kolya, Vanya, come along.
Julia, come back. Why did you thank me?
For the money, ma'am.
For the money? But don't you realize what I have done? I've cheated you, I've robbed you, I have no such notes in my book. I just made up whatever came to my mind. I'm going to give you the entire 80 rubles. Take it.
As you wish, ma'am.
Julia! Is it possible to be so spineless? So guileless, so innocent, such a simpleton.
Why, yes, ma'am. It's possible.
Ah, the poor mistress. She really did try, didn't she?
Let us now delve into life in a busy and bustling bank. It is no ordinary bank, though.
It is the bank in which Kistinov, a bank official suffering from the excruciatingly painful gout, and who is extremely careful of any mishap which could intensify that pain, works at.
Good morning, Mr. Kistinov.
Shh, please, lower your voice, Pochatkin.
I'm sorry, sir.
It's just that my gout has been acting up again, and my nerves are like little firecrackers. The least friction can set them off.
It must be very painful, sir. Mr. Kistinov?
What is it?
There is a woman outside who insists on seeing you. Perhaps if you're not well.
Oh, no. Pochatkin, the business of the bank comes before my minor physical ailments. Sure in. Pochatkin, quietly, please. Good morning, madame. Forgive me for not standing, but I am somewhat incapacitated. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you this morning?
You can help me, sir. No one else in this world seems to care.
Madame, calm yourself. Please, I beg of you, calm. Please, madame.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure we can sort it all out if we approach the problem sensibly and quietly. Now, what exactly is your trouble?
Well, sir, it's my husband, Collegiate Assessor Shikin. He's been sick for 5 months now. 5 agonizing months.
Well, I know the horrors of illness and can sympathize with you, madame. What is the nature of his illness?
It's a nervous disorder. Everything grates on his nerves. If you so much as touch him, he'll scream, "Ah!" How or why he got it, nobody knows.
I have an inkling. Please go on, madame. A little less descriptively, if possible.
Well, while the poor man was lying in bed these 5 months, recuperating. He was dismissed from his job for no reason at all.
Well, that's a pity, certainly, madame. But I don't quite see the connection with our bank.
You don't know how I suffered during his illness. I nursed him from morning till night, doctored him from night till morning, besides cleaning my house, taking care of my children, feeding our dog, our cat, our goat, our horse, our pig, my sister's bird who was sick.
Wait, the bird was sick?
My sister. She gets dizzy spells. She's been dizzy a month now, and she's getting dizzier every day.
Yes, well, you've certainly had your pack of troubles, madame. But again, I don't
And then, when I went to go collect my husband's pay, they deducted 24 rubles and 36 kopecks. For what? I asked. Because they said, kopecks, they won't give it to me because I'm a woman, weak and defenseless.
Madame, I don't wish to be unkind, but I'm afraid you have come to the wrong place. Your petition, no matter how justified, has nothing to do with us. You will have to go to the agency where your husband was employed.
What do you mean? I've been to 5 agencies already and none of them will even listen to me. I'm about to lose my mind. The hair is coming out of my head by the fistful. Look at it. Don't tell me to go to another agency.
Please, madame, keep your hair in its proper place. Now listen to me carefully. This is a bank. We're in the banking business. Funds that are brought here are banked by us. Do you understand anything of what I'm saying?
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I can't help you.
Are you saying that you don't believe that my husband is sick? Here's the doctor's certificate. There's the proof. Do you still doubt that my husband is suffering from a nervous disorder?
Madame, not only do I not doubt it, I would swear by it.
Look at it. You didn't look at it?
It's really not necessary, madame. I know full well how your husband must be suffering.
What's the point in a doctor's certificate if you don't look at it? Look at it!
But I read it. What is the point in reading something twice when I've already read it once?
Then you didn't absorb it. Let it sink in this time.
Madame, I absorbed it. It sank in. I could pass a test on what is written in here. But again, it doesn't make a difference because it has nothing to do with our bank.
Did you see the part where it says that he has a nervous disorder? Read that part and see if I'm wrong.
Oh, really? That part? Oh, yes, I see. Your husband has a nervous disorder. My, how terrible. Only I can't help you. Now, please, go. Pochatkin.
Did I tell you I'm fasting? I haven't eaten in 3 days. I try to eat, but nothing stays down. I had the same cup of coffee 3 times today.
Pochatkin!
Oh, I'm skin and bones. I fainted the least provocation. What? Oh.
Pochatkin?
See? That happens 8 times a day. Oh.
Yes, Mr.
Get her out of my office! Who let her in?
You did, sir. I asked and you said, let her in quietly.
Well, I thought you meant a human being, not a lunatic with a doctor's certificate.
He didn't even read it. He threw it back in my face. You look like a kind person. Have pity on me. You read it and see if my husband is sick or not.
Madame, I read it twice.
Yeah, me too. I had to read it twice too.
You showed it to everyone outside. We all read it, even the doorman.
You just looked at it. You didn't read.
Don't argue, Pochatkin. Read it so we can get her out of here.
Oh, yes. It says that your husband is sick. Now, please leave, madame, or I will have to get someone to remove you.
Yes, good. Remove her. Get the doorman and both the guards. Be careful, Pochatkin. She's strong as an ox.
If you touch me, I'll scream so loud, they'll hear it all over the city. You will lose all your depositors. No one will come to a bank where they beat up weak, defenseless women. Oh, I think I'm going to faint again. Oh.
Weak, defenseless. You are as defenseless as a charging rhinoceros. You're as weak as the king of the jungle. You are a plague, madame. It is women like you who drive men like me to the condition of husbands like yours.
Are you saying that you can't help me?
Beat her, Pochatkin! Strike her down! I give you the permission. Knock some sense into her.
You hear? You hear how I'm abused? He would have you with an orphan mother. Have you heard me cough? Listen to this cough.
Madam, if we can discuss this in my office.
Get your hands off me! Help! Help! They're beating me! Oh, merciful God! They're beating...
Madam! I am not beating you, I'm just holding your arm.
Well, then beat her, you fool! Kick her while you've got the chance. We'll never get her out of here. Knock her senseless. Ah! 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 Ah!
A curse! A curse on your bank! I put a curse on you and all your depositors. May the money in your vault turn to potatoes! May the gold in your cellars turn to onions! May your rubles turn to radishes and your kopecks to pickles!
Stop it, I beg of you! Pochatkin, give her the money, give her what she wants, just get her out!
24 rubles and 36 kopecks, not a penny more. That's all that's due to me and that's all I want.
Come with me, madam, I'll get your money.
Oh, and another ruble to get me home. I'd walk, you see, but I have very weak ankles.
Give her enough for a taxi, Pochatkin, anything, just get her out!
Oh. God bless you, sir. You are a kind man. I remove the curse. Curse be gone. Onions to money, potatoes to go.
Remove her! Oh, God, my hair is falling out.
Oh, one more thing, sir. I need a letter of recommendation so my husband can get another job, but don't bother yourself about it today, sir. I'll be back in the morning. God bless you, sir. God bless you.
She's coming back. She's coming back. She's coming back. She's coming back.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the aspiring thespians you've just witnessed. Thank you for those riveting histrionics.
Banjara. This recital is an ode to the perpetual vagrant in each of us. In the journey of life, impermanence is the only constant. And to leave our footprints in this vastness, one needs to discover the immense potential in oneself. To be unique, to be desired, to be a fighter and carve our own identities to make meaning of this life. The Banjara seek this bliss with a reckless abandon, for they believe that the path to true happiness lies within us. We present to you a fusion dance which combines the dance forms Bharatnatyam and contemporary on the song Banjara. Let us begin by celebrating the Banjaras.
Gari za za za, ni da ni za re. Gari za za za, ni da re ni za re. Gari za za za, ri 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 ri, ni 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 da da ma ma da ni. Gari za za za, sarga nizari dharsa sarga nizari dharsa sarga nizari dharsa gari za 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 ri 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 ga ga ri 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 ni da da ma ma da ni gari za 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 ma ba da ba ma ga ma ba ma ga ri ri ga ma gari za 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 ri ri ni ni ri ri da da ri ri ma ma da da ni ni za ri gari za 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 ni za da za ni za da ri za ri ni za da ni gari za ri 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 gari za
तू भी बंजारा ते साजन मैं भी बंजारा तू भी बंजारा ते साजन मैं भी बंजारा कहाँ तलाशे ठो ठिकाना तू भी बंजारा ते साजन मैं भी बंजारा दर बदर सा कहाँ भटके रूह का टुकड़ा पहन के रोज 50 दुखड़ा तू भी कैसा ना समझ है समझ ना पाए मुझको कौन सभाए मुखड़ा तो छोरे पे दोनों ओर खड़े इस इंतजार में सांसों के बीच हैरान दिल बैठा कतार में बनाए रोज रोज बिगाड़े कैसी गलती बिताता है तू भी बंजारा ते साजन मैं भी बंजारा तू भी बंजारा ते साजन मैं भी बंजारा कहाँ तलाशे ठो ठिकाना तू भी बंजारा ते साजन मैं भी बंजारा
ni za ga ga ni za ga ga ni za ma ma ga ma ma za ga ga ni za da pa ni ni ma ba ni za ma ba ni za ma ba ni za ga ri za ni za ga
Thank you for that wonderful performance. We next have a euphonious rendition of Emotions, which is the second work of Chopin, Opus 64, composed in 1847. Chopin dedicated this waltz to his lover. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Jung Ju Shim of grade 11 to perform this piece.
Thank you for that beautiful rendition. A learning environment yields to a better world, better surroundings, better thoughts, and progresses towards higher ideals. Education empowers a man to see invisible treasures in ordinary matters. We now have a satirical play in Hindi entitled Desh Ko Aage Badhao, showcasing how education is the solution to the ills plaguing this country today.
हैशा हैशा
क्या है
हैशा
हैशा
हैशा हैशा।
अबे ये क्या कर रहे हो तुम लोग? नेताजी देखते नहीं क्या, हम आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं। आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं? पर किसे?
हम देश को आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं।
अबे गधो, देश बोलो ऐसे आगे बढ़ता है।
और फिर कितना आगे बढ़ता है?
अरे देश आगे बढ़ता है कड़ी मेहनत से, लगन से, त्याग से, तपस्या से।
अरे वाह सर वाह। लेकिन नेताजी हम लोग तो कितने सालों से कड़ी मेहनत कर रहे हैं,
खूब लगन से अपना काम कर रहे हैं,
गांव घर का त्याग कर कर पर देश में आके खट रहे हैं। और पर इससे देश आगे कितने बढ़ा?
अबे देश में इतनी तरक्की हो रही है और तुम लोग का कुछ दिखता ही नहीं है।
नेताजी तरक्की तो हमको दिख रही है।
कौन है ये बुड़बक?
बुड़बक नहीं, बुद्धिलाल नाम हमारा, बुद्धिलाल।
इतनी तरक्की हो रही है तुम लोग का कुछ दिखता ही नहीं, अंधे हो का? नेताजी कहाँ तरक्की हो रही है?
कहाँ हो रही है? अरे तुम लोग का ये मालूम नहीं है का कि हमारे देश में अरबपतियों की संख्या 10,000 से ज्यादा बढ़ गई है।
नेताजी अरबपति है तो 1000 कैसे?
और तो और दुनिया के सबसे अमीर लोगों की लिस्ट में हमरे रमानी साहब का नाम आ गया है।
परंतु नेताजी आप ही की रिपोर्ट कहती है कि देश की 3/4 जनता केवल 20 रुपए प्रतिदिन पर रहती है। अरे चुप चुप, अरे फालतू फालतू खबरें पढ़ता रहता है ये। अरे तुमका ये नहीं पता है का कि हमारे देश में 5,000 से ज्यादा नए मॉल बन गए हैं। अरे इंपोर्टेड सब्जी से लेके झाड़ू भी मिलने लगे हैं। बोले तो देश माला माल हो रहा है।
और तुझे पता है रमानी साहब का नया घर 2700 करोड़ में बना है, उसमें 5 लोगों के परिवार के लिए 600 नौकर चाकर रहते हैं।
लेकिन नेताजी देश में 18 करोड़ लोग फुटपाथ पर सोते हैं और उतने ही लोग गंदी झोपड़ियों में।
अरे चुप चुप, अरे काहे इतनी गंदी बातें करता रहता है ये?
अरे नेताजी गंदी बात तो हम जानते हैं, गंदी बात गंदी बात।
अरे कौआ है का रे? अरे तुम लोग का ये नहीं दिखता है कि दुनिया भर के नए से नए फैशन अपने देश में मिल रहे हैं। अरे कारों और मोटरसाइकिलों के 150 से भी ज्यादा नए मॉडल आ चुके हैं
और कई दर्जन भी आने वाले हैं।
ओ नेताजी देश में बेरोजगारी बढ़ रही है, करोड़ों लोग फालतू में धक्का खा रहे हैं।
और रोजगार मिलता भी है तो जीने लायक पैसे नहीं मिलते। आज काम होगा तो फिर कल सड़क पर।
अरे शट अप! अरे आगे नहीं बोलना। अरे ये सब के सब कामचोर हैं, इसीलिए तुम्हें कुछ दिखाई नहीं देता है। चलो जाके अपना काम करो। चलो निकलो निकलो। हम तो खूब मेहनत से अपना काम करते हैं,
दिन रात पसीना बहाते हैं।
अच्छा तो जरा हम भी सुने हैं क्या काम करते हैं ये लोग। बैठो बैठो बैठो।
हम भी बैठेंगे नेताजी के पास।
अरे बैठने दो बैठने दो, बैठो बैठो। हाँ बोलो।
हाँ जी नेताजी मैं हैप्पी सिंह और मैं आपके फैक्ट्री में मजदूर हूँ।
अरे वाह वेरी गुड, तुम अपना काम पूरी मेहनत से करो है।
चलो नेक्स्ट। नेताजी मैं चंदू, मैं आपके ट्रांसपोर्ट फैक्ट्री में लोडिंग और अनलोडिंग का काम करता हूँ। चलो नेक्स्ट।
नेताजी मैं धनीलाल, मैं आपके फार्म हाउस में काम करता हूँ।
चलो नेक्स्ट।
और मैं मगन, आपके होटल में वेटर का काम।
अच्छा। अरे बुड़बक तुम क्या काम करते हो?
हम कहाँ काम करते हो, क्या पता है, हम तो दूसरी फेल।
अरे दूसरी फेल तो तुम शक्ल से लगते हो, पैसे कैसे कमाते हो? आज सर हमरे पूछने हैं कैसे?
इंटरनेशनल पत्ती प्लेयर है।
अरे ये बड़ा तरक्की कर सकता है, हैं? चलो अच्छा है, बहुत अच्छा है। तुम लोग अपना काम पूरी मेहनत से करो, देश जरूर आगे बढ़ेगा। पर याद रखो देश को आगे बढ़ाने का बस एक ही उपाय है। वो का है? कड़ी मेहनत, कड़ी मेहनत, कड़ी मेहनत,
एकदम कड़ी मेहनत।
सॉरी सर। पर नेताजी मैनू तो इतने सालों में बस एक ही बात समझ आई है, हमारी मेहनत से सबको फायदा हो रहा है, पर हम तो वही के वही रह गए हैं।
हम तो सुबह से लेकर शाम तक कड़ी मेहनत करते हैं, पर फिर भी अपने बच्चों का पेट नहीं भर पाते।
जब आधी जनता गरीब रहेगी तो देश भला कैसे आगे बढ़ेगा?
फिर हम कैसे माने कि देश आगे बढ़ रहा है?
अरे तुम सब अंधे हो, काने हो, बहरे हो।
नेताजी हम तो नहीं है, इनका पता नहीं।
अरे चारों ओर इतनी तरक्की हो रही है और तुम लोग का कुछ दिख ही नहीं रहा है। अरे आदमी भला लगन से काम करे तो क्या नहीं हो सकता है? अब हम ही को देख लो।
अरे सर
हाँ, वो 15 साल पहले हम कौन सा टॉकीज?
विजय टॉकीज।
हाँ, विजय टॉकीज में टिकट ब्लैक करते थे। फिर हमने बॉर्डर से माल इधर उधर करना चालू कर दिया। फिर हम सभासद बन गए, फिर हम विधायक बने और आज ऊपर वाले की कृपा से हम मंत्री बने हैं।
और अगर ऐसे ही ऊपर वाली कृपा रही तो हमरे सर एक दिन प्रधानमंत्री बनेंगे।
सत्यानाश होगा देश का। यहाँ
क्या होगा?
तो ये सब विकास है कि नहीं?
पर इसमें देश का विकास कितने है?
लो कर लो बात, हम बताते हैं। फॉलो मी। अभी मैंने गीड़ा में एक नया कपड़ा मिल खोला है। क्या खोला है?
कपड़ा मिल।
हाँ, मेरे बेटे ने बनारस में एक नया होटल खोला है। क्या खोला है?
होटल।
हाँ, हमारी बीवी के नाम पे हमने 4 नए मल्टीप्लेक्स खुलवाए हैं। क्या खुलवाया है?
मल्टीप्लेक्स।
हमरे साले ने 150 नए ट्रक खरीदे हैं और बांजे ने एक नई ट्रैक्टर की एजेंसी शुरू की है। क्या किया है?
एजेंसी।
और हमरे ससुर ने
अरे सर
बीमार है।
और इनके ससुर ने अभी नया शेयर बिजनेस का काम शुरू किया है। और तो और सर हमका भी एक पेट्रोल पंप दिला दिए।
इस निकम्मे को।
हाँ, तो फिर इसका विकास है कि नहीं?
अरे नेताजी, लगता है आपको अभी तक बात समझ में नहीं आई। इस सब से भला देश में कहाँ विकास हुआ है?
अबे उल्लू गधे, अरे बताओ जरा। अरे हमने कारखाना कहाँ खुलवाया है? कहाँ खुलवाया है? इस देश में ही तो खुलवाया है ना, है? और होटल हमने कहाँ बनवाया है? अमेरिका में बनवाया है। कहाँ है? और मल्टीप्लेक्स हमने कहाँ खुलवाया है? चांद पे खुलवाया है।
नेताजी उधर भी खोल दीजिए, वहाँ के लोगों को आसानी हो जाएगी।
अरे ये सब हम हमारे देश में ही बना रहे हैं तो इससे देश का फायदा होगा कि नहीं?
परंतु नेताजी, हमने तो सुना है कि इन बड़ी बड़ी इमारतों के लिए आपकी कंपनी को केवल 1 रुपए प्रति एकड़ पर जमीन दी जा रही है
और कई गांव की आबादी को उजाड़ा जा रहा है।
अरे चुप! अरे वापस वही गंदी बातें करते हैं ये लोग। अरे तुम लोग का कोई अच्छी चीजें दिखाई देती है कि नहीं है? अरे जब नए मॉल और मल्टीप्लेक्स हमारे देश में लगेंगे तो लगेगा ना कि विकास हुआ है।
अब समझे देश कैसे आगे बढ़ता है?
समझे क्या होता है विकास?
और नहीं समझे, इससे तो आप पर आपके सेठ लोग का ही विकास है, देश का नहीं।
अरे तो हमारे साहब ही तो देश है।
अरे नेताजी वो सब विकास छोड़िए, पर आपने शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में क्या काम किया है? कितने स्कूल और कॉलेजेस शुरू किए हैं आपने?
अरे सर हमने उधर 1 साल
देखो ऐसे भ्रष्ट नेता अपने निजी कार्य को विकास का जामा पहनाकर स्वयं का स्वार्थ सिद्ध नहीं कर रहे हैं।
क्यों साथियों, क्या इसी को विकास कहते हैं?
अरे तो जरा हम भी सुने, किसे कहते हैं विकास?
हम देश के विकास में अपना पूर्ण सहयोग देंगे।
अरे वाह वाह, जरूर दो। मगर क्या करोगे तुम देश के लिए? कैसे बढ़ाओगे देश को आगे? कैसे?
हम युवा क्रांति द्वारा देश का विकास करेंगे।
हम मताधिकार का सही उपयोग करेंगे।
हम सब भ्रष्टाचार को जड़ से उखाड़ कर फेंकेंगे।
स्वरोजगार को बढ़ावा देंगे। और नेताजी, शिक्षा के द्वारा, क्योंकि शिक्षा ही एक ऐसा हथियार है जिससे किसी भी देश को बदला जा सकता है। क्योंकि पढ़ेगा इंडिया तभी तो
बढ़ेगा इंडिया।
तो चलो भाइयों, जैसा कि नेता ने कहा कि यही देश है, इस विकास का आगाज हम इन्हीं को आगे बढ़ाकर करते हैं।
चलो
भाइयों,
नेताजी ही देश है।
Thank you for that enthralling performance. We now present to you Riya Lakshman on the violin playing Allegro, originally composed by Joseph Hector Fiocco.
Thank you, Ria, for that brilliant performance. Any work of artistic expression can be seen as being the embodiment of the culture that produced it. Music, none the different, roots in tradition. Tradition stems from the daily life of the people, their livelihoods, their dreams, passions, struggles, and strengths. To one end, one may ask, what is music without tradition? On this note, we would wish to introduce the Manganiar community to whom music represents not just a fragment of their lives, but is, in a matter of speaking, the totality of them.
Manganiar is an exclusive hereditary community from Rajasthan who make their living as musical performers. Their main traditional instrument is a Sindhi sarangi, dholak, kartal, and morchan, and the ubiquitous harmonium. Manganiars believe that music is in their blood. They are also the subject of a deeply insightful documentary entitled The Little Princes of Rajasthan, directed by Aurelie Chalur and produced by Chirag Jain.
We also take this opportunity to welcome and thank Mr. Bhangar Khan, without whose help this collaboration would not have been possible. Our 12th graders would like to take this opportunity to share the stage with the Manganiar community in a melodious Jugalbandi.
Where this is not on.
जाने कैसी बांधी तूने अखियों की डोर, माने मेरा खींचा चलाया तेरी ओर, मेरे चेहरे की सुबह जुल्फों की शाम, मेरा सब कुछ है पिया अब से तेरे नाम, नजरों ने तेरी छुआ होके ये जादू हुआ, होने लगी हूँ मैं feet. But there's a side to you that I never knew, never knew. All the things you'd say, they were never true, never true. And the games you'd play, you would always win, always win. But I set fire to the rain, watched it pour as I touched your face. Well, it burned while I cried, 'cause I heard it screaming out your name, your name. When I lay with you, I can stay there, close my eyes, feel you here. Forever, you and me together, nothing is better. But there's a side to you that I never knew, never knew. All the things you'd say, they were never true, never true. And the games you'd play, you would always win, always win. But I set fire to the rain, watched it pour as I touched your face. Well, it burned while I cried, 'cause I heard it screaming out your name, your name.
I see this life like a swinging vine, swing my heart across the line. In my face is flashing sign, seek it out and ye shall find. Old, but I'm not that old. Young, but I'm not that bold. I don't think that world is sold, just think like what we're told. I feel something so wrong, doing the right thing. I feel something so right, doing the wrong thing. Couldn't lie, couldn't lie, couldn't lie. Everything that kills me. I set fire to the rain, watched it pour as I touched your face. Well, it burned while I cried, 'cause I heard it screaming out your name, your name. I set fire to the rain, and I threw us into the flames. Well, of
Thank you for that captivating performance.
How I wish that went on for longer. Don't you wish the same?
Definitely. That was a creative attempt by our 12th graders. I'm sure the audience eagerly awaits the performance of the Manganiar community. Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over. The stage now belongs to the Manganiars.
नहीं मामो नहीं भाने दो नहीं मामो नहीं भाने दो नहीं मावड़ी दारो भी छंद मारो की वो सुमरे वो मनालवानी दे हमें
थारे रूप रंग सो कई छोड़ो नहीं जग में थारे रूप रंग सो कई छोड़ो नहीं जग में थारे रूप रंग सो कई छोड़ो नहीं जग में सूरज चंदा के बहतो सागर बन जग सारो अपना मावे थारे रूप रंग सो कई छोड़ो नहीं जग में रूप रंग सो कई छोड़ो नहीं जग में हरिया अल्लाह बनाओ नादान बनाओ हरिया अल्लाह बनाओ नादान बनाओ मैं तू तेरे बादल में लपनी ने क्यों जगाई है मैं तू तेरे बादल में लपनी ने क्यों जगाई है थारी प्रीत बसे रग रग में थारी प्रीत बसे रग रग में सावरिया बह जावे दर दर जग माने थारी आवे गोदाने गरो रे नादान मनिए गरो रे नादान मनिए खने ओडड़ी चुतराई बनी रे लहरिया ला जा रे खने ओडड़ी चुतराई बनी रे लहरिया ला जा रे हरिया ला बनाओ नादान बनाओ हरिया ला बनाओ नादान बनाओ मैं तू तेरे बादल में लपनी ने क्यों जगाई है मैं तू तेरे बादल में लपनी ने क्यों जगाई ए बड़ा तन ले गई रे मनियारा ले गई रे ए बड़ा तन ले गई रे मनियारा ले गई रे मरे चेल बावरी रो तन सियार बड़ो तन ले गई रे मरे अलील बावरी रो तन सियार ले गई रे जादा घुमिया रे रे लावा घुमियो रे जादा घुमिया रे रे लावा घुमियो रे मरे सेल बावरी रो काग सियार बड़ो चढ़ ले गई रे मरे अलील बावरी रो काग सियार बड़ो चढ़ ले गई रे ओरे काराड़ी मा घुमियो रे रे बासोड़ी मा घुमियो रे रे काराड़ी मा घुमियो रे रे बासोड़ी मा घुमियो रे अरे छेल बावरी रो काग सियार बड़ो सड़ ले गई रे अरे अलील बावरी रो काग सियार बड़ो सड़ ले गई रे ए बड़ो सड़ ले गई रे बड़ियारा ले गई रे ले गई रे बड़ियारा ले गई रे अरे सेल बावरी रो काग सियार बड़ो सड़ ले गई रे मारे अलील बावरी रो काग सियार बड़ो सड़ ले गई रे
ये है मोरचंग और ढोलक की जुगलबंदी कॉम्पिटिशन। हमारी राजस्थान का ट्रेडिशनल सॉन्ग जो निबूड़ा निबूड़ा गाया हुआ है वो हमारा मंगनियार कम्युनिटी का ही है। फिल्म वाला ने चुरा के लिए है। बाकी ये निबूड़ा निबूड़ा हमारा ट्रेडिशनल गाना है। निबूड़ा निबूड़ा मोरे साजन फूल गुलाबी रो साजना साजन हो साजन फूल गुलाबी रो पिया में फूलों की वास साजन मारो कल पिया में साजन रो साज निबुड़ा रे निबुड़ा रे निबुड़ा रे निबुड़ा रे निबुड़ा रे निबुड़ा 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 रे निबुड़ा रे निबुड़ा रे निबुड़ा रे निबुड़ा रे निबुड़ा ओ निबुड़ा 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 मारा निबुड़ा निबुड़ा मारा निबुड़ा 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 छोटा छोटा गाता गाता ना 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 छोटा छोटा निबुड़ा लाय 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 दे शूफियाना दमादम मस्त कलंदर
we would like to extend our warmest gratitude to the Manganiars for giving us a glimpse into their world. We would like to share with you that the Manganiars have been traveling all across the globe, and now we have the lucky privilege of having them perform at Indus. And how can we forget the grade 12 participants who took time out from their examination preparation to captivate us tonight? We thank Bhavna Gaurish, Ananya Chowdhury, Chisam Manak, Shreya Srinivas, and Tanvi Dinesh. Chopin's Minuet Waltz has a very lively tempo, as he was inspired for this music while watching a small dog chase its tail. Please welcome on stage Tanush Agarwal of grade 8 to energize the atmosphere with this upbeat waltz.
Thank you for that melodious symphony. In the words of the classical guitarist Glenn Kurtz on Music, each note rubs the others just right, and the instrument shivers with delight. The feeling is unmistakable, intoxicating. The orchestra is the coming together of various instruments that resonate in sympathetic vibration, the true concord of well-tuned sounds. The orchestra, a long-standing Indus tradition, captivates an audience. It is a testament to our incredible ability to bring together string, woodwind, brass, and percussion instruments to create an epic work of music. The school orchestra has grown from strength to strength, and with it, the level of difficulty of the pieces. We invite you to listen to compositions that are varied, vibrant, as well as soothing, creating all those wonderful images of grandeur and delight.
They say that the piano heals the spirit and soothes the soul. Immerse yourself in the thunderously triumphant chords of this piano concerto composed by Tchaikovsky. This piece seems to capture the feeling of unrequited love. The opening melody is catchy in order to establish an immediate rapport with the audience, through the anticipation to eventually achieve catharsis. We present to you a glimpse of the same.
Thank you. Get ready to tap your feet to the upbeat, catchy rhythm of Taka Takata, a song originally recorded by Joe Dassin. It became a hit in Europe within months of its release. The song is a romantic composition celebrating the different emotions of love. The orchestra brings to you the song Taka Takata. So sit back and sway to the beats of this song as it makes your spine tingle.
Thank you. Corazon de Niño, translated to Heart of a Child, is a piece composed by Raul de Blasio, one of the most famous contemporary pianists, popular of music in the world. Today, we have Jungju Shim performing this breathtaking piano solo, accompanied by the orchestra. Without further delay, ladies and gentlemen, let this soulful musical piece transport you to a land of dreams.
Thank you. Mazurkas are short pieces of music intended to accompany the traditional Polish folk dance. Chopin created such miniatures from 1825 until his death. Today, we have Jite Kim on the piano playing Chopin's Opus 56 to transport you back to the charm of the Polish mazurka.
Thank you for that marvelous performance. If you enjoy TV shows as much as I do, then you definitely would have heard of The Simpsons. Well, our next composition has been incorporated in the show several times. It is one of the most famous symphonic works written in the 20th century and is called the Sabre Dance by Soviet Armenian composer Aram Khachaturian. The Sabre Dance is known for its unrelenting burst of energy and its tribute to Armenian folk music. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for this vibrant musical piece.
Thank you for that beautiful rendition. The Skater's Waltz was composed by Emil Waldteufel in 1882. It was inspired by the Rink of Skaters located in Paris. The introduction to the waltz can be compared to the poise of a skater, and the swift runs instill scenes of a chilling, icy atmosphere. Please put your hands together for the Skater's Waltz.
Thank you for that electrifying performance. Asturias is a musical work composed by the Spanish pianist Isaac Albeniz. The piece was originally titled Leyenda, meaning legend. This piece is recognized around the world for the delicate, intricate melody of its middle section and abrupt dynamic changes throughout the composition. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Asturias!
Thank you for that vivacious performance. The Rhapsody for piano in G minor is one of the two that Brahms wrote in 1879 at the height of his popularity. Satvik Ilayavalli of Grade 10 will now present his rendition of Brahms' musical piece and showcase the typical Brahmsian dilemma of keeping everything in balance. Please welcome him on stage.
Thank you for that touching rendition. We now present to you a Carnatic vocal recital, Sarade Karunanide, which is a tribute to Goddess Saraswati. It is based on the ragam Amir Kalyani, which is a Carnatic ragam with blends of Hindustani music. Please welcome on stage Pratibha Pradeep and Pooja Parthasarthi to present the piece.
शारदे करुणानिधे सकलानवाम्ब सदा जनान् शारदे करुणानिधे सकलानवाम्ब सदा जनान् चारणादिमगीतवैभवपूरि चाखिलदीक्तते
دل زنم شبی در هوس سلامته در هوس سلام دل در هوس سلام دل بانگ رسید کیست آن گفتم منم غلام دل گفتم منم غلام دل گفتم منم غلام دل
Thank you. That was Amir Sadeghi on his Persian sitar playing Salame-e-Dil. Bolero is a one-movement orchestral piece by the French composer Maurice Ravel. Originally composed as a ballet commissioned by a Russian actress and dancer Ida Rubinstein, the piece, which premiered in 1928, is Ravel's most famous musical composition. Allow your senses to swing and waltz with the melody, while your soul gravitates into the realm of music. Ladies and gentlemen, may we present to you Ravel's Bolero.
Thank you for that captivating performance. Our next piece, Chardas, is written and composed by Italian composer Vittorio Monti. The piece begins with Ria Lakshman of grade 11, rendering a solo based on the music of Chardas. She will be supported by the orchestra. So ladies and gentlemen, please sit back and listen to this extravagant performance.
for that mesmerizing performance. Havana is a pop song recorded by Cuban-American singer Camila Cabello in 2017. The song reached #1 in several countries, including the US. The song is inspired from the salsa dance form and lyrically finds the singer embracing her Cuban heritage. Presenting to you, Havana. Thank you for that wonderful performance. The theme of the play will surely resonate with us for long, but let us release our worries. with this poignant love song by John Schmidt entitled All of Me. Please welcome Mansi Sankara of grade 9 on the piano to surround us with the all-encompassing feeling of love. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge round of applause for the Indus Orchestra. After that delightful musical extravaganza, we now have the Indus Choir to perform their splendid rendition of soulful melodies. I now hand over the mic to Prerna Agarwal to take you through the journey.
Thank you, Anisha. Love is a powerful emotion. It can make or mar lives. But to love others, we need to love ourselves. It is important to embrace the darkness, to value the light at the end of the tunnel. Similarly, to overcome the trials and tribulations of life, we must embrace the good in all. The need of the hour and the call of the day is to spread love, for there is hatred, vengeance, bloodbath drowning us. Let us gather the courage to rise above all of this and realize the importance of love. Today, the Indus Choir will take you through a journey of life, beginning with, there must be more to life than this. Let the music of the choir fill your senses with their soulful rendition. Sit back and enjoy the magic of the songs and experience the emotion of love.
Ladies and gentlemen, just let's take a minute. We request the orchestra to please take a bow. Thank you.
How do we cope in a world without love? Mending all those broken hearts and tending to those crying faces. There must be more to life than living. A better way for us to survive. Why should it be just a case of black or white? There must be more to life than why is this world so full of hate? People dying everywhere, and we destroy what we create. People fighting for their human rights, but we just go on saying c'est la vie. So this is life. There must be more to life than killing. A better way for us to survive. Why should it be? In the end, we all must die. There must be more to life than this. There must be more to life than this. There must be more to life than this. I live and hope for a world filled with love. Then we can all just live in peace. There must be more to life, much more to life. There must be more to life, more to life than
What's wrong with the world, mama? People living like they only attracted to things that'll bring you trauma. Overseas, yeah, we trying to stop terrorism, but we still got terrorists here living in the USA, the big CIA, the Bloods and the Crips and the KKK. But if you only have love for your own race, then you only leave space to discriminate, and to discriminate only generates hate. And when you hate, then you're bound to get irate. Yeah, madness is what you demonstrate, and that's exactly how anger works and operates. Man, you gotta have love just to set it straight. Take control of your mind and meditate. Let your soul gravitate to the love, y'all.
People killing, people dying, children hurt and hear them cry. Can you practice what you preach? Would you turn the other cheek? Father, 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 help us, send some guidance from above. These people got me questioning, where is the love?
just ain't the same. Old ways have changed, new days are strange. Is the world insane? If love and peace are so strong, why are there pieces of love that don't belong? Nations dropping bombs, chemical gases filling lungs of little ones with ongoing suffering as the youth die young. So ask yourself, is the loving really gone? So I could ask myself, really what is going wrong in this world that we living in? People keep on giving it, making wrong decisions, only visions of them dividends, not respecting each other. Deny that, brother. A war's going on, but the reason's undercover. The truth is kept secret, it's swept under the rug. If you never know truth, then you never know love. Where's the love, y'all? Come on. Where's the truth, y'all? Come on. Where's the love, y'all?
People killing, people dying, children hurt and hear them crying. Can you practice what you preach? Would you turn the other cheek? Father, 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 help us, send some guidance from above. These people got me questioning, where is the love?
hidden deep sensation. Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses. Close your eyes and surrender to your darkest dreams. Purge your thoughts of the life you knew before.
Close your eyes, let your spirit start to soar. And you live as you never lived before. Softly, softly, music shall surround you. Feel it, hear it, secretly possess you. Open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind. In this darkness that you know you cannot find. The darkness of the music of the night.
Let your mind start a journey to a strange new world. Leave all thoughts of the life you knew before.
Let your soul take you where you long to be. Only then can you belong to me. Floating, floating, sweet intoxication, trust me, savory sensation, begin. Let your darker side give in to the power of the music that I write. The power of the music of the night. You alone can make my song take flight. Help me make the music of the night.
Please join me in giving a huge round of applause to Mr. Joseph and the entire Department of Music, as well as the participants, for their immense dedication and marvelous performance. With more than 100 students in the orchestra along with the choir, this task could not have been easy to accomplish. The success of Indus Day is largely due to the people behind the scenes who make sure everything goes according to plan. On this note, we express our deep sense of gratitude to General Ray and our dear principal, Mrs. Rao, for their words of wisdom and encouragement. We take immense pleasure in thanking our Vice Principal, Mrs. Aditi Pant, for having been a constant source of inspiration. We extend our gratitude to the Head of Estates, Mr. Damodar, and his team for all their help. Miss Wilma, our Activities Coordinator, for her effort in organizing this evening. DA. We also would like to thank our DA, Mr. John. We thank all the volunteers for their incessant energy in making this evening a great success. We would also like to thank the dignitaries for taking time out of their busy schedules and honoring us with their presence. Finally, with the deepest sense of appreciation, we would like to thank our dear parents for having supported each performer with delight and enthusiasm. Thank you for taking part in all our endeavors and making them a grand success. May we now request the audience to rise for the school song, followed by the national anthem. Thank you for being a wonderful audience.